First of all, welcome to Dubrovnik and welcome to Croatia. You said this is not your first time in Croatia, but it's your first time in Dubrovnik.
Yes.
So what are your impressions? I know that you had enough time to go and see a lot of things today and yesterday.
I've been swimming, eating, having a really lovely time. I think it's so beautiful. I walked around the old town last night, and today I went to Ston. Ston and Kabosh.
Okay, yes.
Kabosh. Kobash. Yeah, he does gives him the Kobash. Yeah, it's absolutely magical. I mean, really, I'm blown away.
We've been very, very lucky with the weather these days.
Yes.
I know that you travel all around the world,
yes.
And I follow you on online on your social media platforms. Do you ever get to experience different countries, different cities and cultures as an ordinary man, or how hard is it for you to enjoy everything that, for example, Dubrovnik or?
Well, I mean, it's good because Nicola is my manager here. He is actually, his family are from Dubrovnik, so I was able to get a kind of shortcut to things, you know. But I mean, do you mean walking around people coming up to?
Yes.
Yeah, you know, I think you just, in my life, I think if you're a famous person, you live with such a level of self-consciousness that you just, wherever you go, people are going to recognize you and be looking at you. And you just have to, I find a way to just get on with it. And depending on where I am and what I'm doing work-wise, or, you know, if it's a work thing, I can also say, I'm not going to do that today. You know, I'm not, it's nice to meet you, but I'm not going to take a photo, or I'm having dinner, or, you know. So you just have to,
and you're not being rude, it's just...
Never rude. Okay. Always do it. And I see people going, and they go, can I have a photo with you? And I go, no. And they're like, and I say, because if I took one with you, I'd have to take one with everyone in this room, and my entire night would just become taking photographs. So do you mind? And it's so nice to meet you. And they're just charmed, and off they go. Disappointed, but they get it. Usually, like 99% of the time when I do that, people get it. Other times I think, well, fair enough, I'm here, and it's a sort of a press thing or whatever. I'll take my picture with you, yeah. But you just have to, I also think, I remember one time years ago, I remember thinking, you know what, I don't have to take a picture with everybody who wants to take a picture with me. It should be my decision.
Definitely.
And like me saying, you know, it's like consent. If I don't want to take a selfie with you, I don't have to. But I always do it in a way that actually you probably have more of an interaction with me and more of a moment by not doing that. But people don't.
Let's just talk.
But there's no proof.
Have to, yes.
You know.
Don't worry, I'm not going to ask you for a picture. This is a work trip for you. You're here for your new show, Instinct.
Instinct, yeah.
How different are you from the character that you play in the show, Dr. Dylan Reinhardt?
I'm pretty different. I mean, I'm, you know, that's why I like him, actually. I think the only thing we really have in common is that we both have husbands, and we both love to dress up. Although I don't really, I dress up in a different way from him. But he's this, you know, fuddy-duddy sort of professor who used to be a spy, and now he's in academia, but he's written this book, so he's become a kind of media celebrity because of this book he's written about abnormal behavior, and then he's asked by the New York Police Department to become a consultant to help them. I mean, it's an everyday tale. It happens to us all. And so I'm not really like him in any ways. And he's also kind of, you know, he's kind of a little on the spectrum. Do you know what I mean? Obviously, he's a bit kind of, he has instincts. So I'm not really like him at all. I mean, and the one thing is that, you know, and one of the reasons why I wanted to do the part is that because it was the first ever network drama on American television to have a gay character as the leading role, and that was really important for me. I was shocked by that. I was shocked that it took so long, and also I thought, you know, that was one of the main reasons. I would love. I think it's really interesting if you can, when you do a mainstream thing like this, you reach so many more people, and if you can show them something that they might have been scared of, or
something unknown, something unseen.
Unknown, yes, the unknown, and you show them the unknown and you make it palatable and unscary, then I think actually it's a big deal. You can really change people's minds and take them away from potentially being bigoted. So that's a really important part of this for me.
So how pressured did you feel after you said yes to the role and knowing all that you just said?
Well, in the first season,
it's a big responsibility.
It is. And in the first season, everyone was very, you know, because it was a big sort of a different step for the network, for the CBS network to take. It's a cop procedural show, but they've never had a gay character. So everyone was very stressed. I was stressed because other people made me stressed. I was, you know, they were very concerned. They made me dye my hair, and there was no, I mean, it's too gay, and blah blah. Does he dress too weirdly? And I had this patter, this sort of chat between me and my co-star Bojana. Is it too, you know, sort of witty? Everyone was very anxious. And actually, what was interesting is when the first season came out, all the things that people were anxious about are the things that made people like the show. So it's actually, when we went back to the second season, it was so much more fun, relaxed. I mean, I had fun in the first season, but the people weren't breathing down our necks. But it's hard to sort of explain what it's like when you're doing a network show that so much money's at stake, I guess, and so many people's jobs, that when the network is worried, you know, you feel it. So you just have to try and ignore it. I do. And then, and actually, but you know, it was actually quite nice to be vindicated that when the show came out, nobody cared about that. And everyone actually loved it for that, loved it for the things that people were worried about.
You mentioned your co-star, Bojana.
Yes.
How is she?
She's mad as cheese. I love her. I just think she's hilarious. I bet she's bonkers. She's Serbian.
I know.
and she's in Serbia right now, actually. No, I love her. She's a lovely. You know, she was born in Serbia, then she moved to Australia, and I think we're a good combo.
Definitely on screen,
humans.
definitely, yeah.
Yeah, and on the screen as well. We kind of, you know, I kind of, you know, do that to her a lot.
But she pushes back.
Oh, she pushes back. Oh yeah. Oh, she's not. Yeah, so that was never. Not part of the equation. Yeah, I really, really like her, and I wish she was here. Actually, I'm sure she would have a good time.
She's close enough. Next year.
She's making a documentary about her aunt.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
very nice.
I love that about her. That she goes back to Serbia and does this weird little project, and I see pictures on her Instagram, and you know, she's a really great girl.
You're a really, really great guy. Thank you so much for this conversation, and enjoy NEM, enjoy Dubrovnik.
Thank you very much.